Ever feel like you're just like throwing darts blindfolded when it comes to online ads? I mean, it can be so frustrating.
Oh, tell me about it.
Today, we're taking a deep dive into Google AdWords, specifically how understanding its structure is like having, I don't know, like cheat codes.
Ooh, cheat codes. I like that.
All right. To unlock some serious success.
Yeah.
So I was listening to this podcast,
Okay.
and this marketing expert breaks down AdWords in such a clear, concise way. It finally clicked for me.
Oh, cool.
So we're going to unpack those golden nuggets together today, all right?
Awesome. Let's do it.
Okay, so this expert kicks things off with this idea of an AdWords pyramid.
Okay.
5 levels.
Right.
And we're talking account, campaign, ad group, keywords, and ads.
So imagine it like planning a road trip. Your account is like packing the car, right? Handling the essentials, like your payment for the tolls.
Yeah, got to have that.
Important, but the real adventure starts when you actually hit the gas, and that's where campaigns come in. They're like choosing your destination and your route.
So campaigns are all about setting the stage for where you want your ads to go.
Exactly. Each campaign should have a specific goal, whether that's boosting your brand awareness or snagging those leads.
Yeah.
And you control the budget for each, so you're not burning through all your cash on one little detour.
That makes a lot of sense. So in the podcast, they use this example of a clothing store. You could structure your campaigns around product types, right? Like one for jackets, one for shoes.
You could, but what this expert suggests, which I think is really interesting, is organizing by your objective,
Okay.
but also something called match type.
Match type.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to need you to break that one down for me.
It's all about how closely your ad's wording matches what somebody types into Google. So let's say you're selling time tracking software, right?
Okay.
A broad match might show your ad for searches like productivity tools or best apps for freelancers.
Right.
But an exact match means that someone typed in time tracking software and bam, your ad appears.
Ah, so it's about getting super specific with who sees your ad.
Yeah.
But how do you choose the right match type, and how does that tie back into our campaigns?
So that's where the aha moment hit me.
Okay.
This expert suggests having separate campaigns for each match type.
Really?
It's like having dedicated teams for different parts of your business.
Okay. So instead of lumping all your time tracking software keywords into one campaign, you'd have one for broad match, one for exact match.
You got it.
Okay.
Seems like a lot, I know, but this really granular approach gives you insane control over your budget and who actually sees those ads.
Okay.
And it lets you tailor your messaging.
So you can speak directly to people at different stages in their buying journey. Right.
Exactly.
If someone's doing some broad research, maybe you hit them with that brand awareness campaign.
Right.
But if they're typing in super specific keywords, they're probably closer to making a purchase.
No, you're getting it.
Okay.
And that's just the tip of the iceberg.
I can already tell this is going to be a wild ride.
Yeah.
So we've got these separate campaigns, all nice and organized thanks to match types. But then it gets even more laser focused with ad groups.
Yeah.
What's their role in all of this?
Think of ad groups like specialized departments within those campaigns,
Okay.
each one honing in on a specific niche within that broader theme.
Okay.
Remember our time tracking software example?
Oh, yeah. All those people trying to track their hours.
Exactly. So instead of having this one giant ad group, you could have one specifically for freelancers, one for customer service teams, maybe one for like lawyers who bill by the minute. You get the idea.
Okay. So someone searching for best time tracking software for graphic designers is more likely to click an ad that actually speaks to their design needs, right? As opposed to something super generic.
Precisely. This is where understanding the AdWords structure really pays off, right? Because you're grouping these really relevant keywords. And then you're crafting that laser-focused ad copy within each ad group. And you're just skyrocketing your chances of someone actually clicking.
It's all about attracting the right eyes.
Exactly. Exactly. Not just any eyes.
So it's like setting a table.
Okay.
It's irresistible to your ideal dinner guest, right? You know exactly what they love, and you put it right in front of them.
Ooh, I like that analogy.
All right.
This brings us to the heart of it all, keywords and the ads themselves. So the magnets and the messages, if you will.
Right. Okay. Let's talk keywords. How do you choose the right ones to like lure in that target audience?
Think of it like brainstorming, like what would your ideal customer type into Google?
Okay.
This expert, he suggests keeping it tight within each ad group.
Yeah.
Maybe 10 to 15 keywords, max.
Yeah.
Each one really laser focused on that group's theme.
So for our freelance ad group, we're talking freelance time tracking, track hours, freelance projects, that sort of thing.
You got it. And then comes the art of crafting that compelling ad copy that perfectly matches those keywords and makes people want to click.
Like a little mini billboard. You've got just a few words to grab their attention.
And that learn more part, right? That's key. That's leading them to a landing page designed to actually convert them.
Right. We're going to have to save that for a whole other deep dive.
Exactly. We'll put a pin in that. But let's talk about the big picture of planning your AdWords structure. This expert mentioned using a simple spreadsheet.
Oh, I love a good spreadsheet.
I know, right?
So refreshing.
No fancy software needed. They recommend mapping out your campaigns, your ad groups, your keywords before you even go into the AdWords platform.
Oh, that's a good idea. It's so much easier to make changes on a spreadsheet. Trying to untangle a messy AdWords account later. No, thank you.
Absolutely. Work smarter, not harder. From the get-go.
Music to my ears.
Yeah.
So we've gone from these broad strokes of campaigns down to the nitty-gritty of keywords and the copy. Final thoughts on this whole AdWords structure thing? I feel like we've really uncovered like a treasure map for navigating AdWords.
I love that analogy. And you're right. Understanding the structure, it's almost like having X-ray vision.
Right.
You can see where your money's going. You can see who's seen your message.
Yeah.
You can fine-tune everything. It's powerful.
It sure beats that whole throwing spaghetti at the wall thing we were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Any final words of wisdom for our listeners before we send them off on their AdWords adventures?
Don't forget, once you nail this structure, and you will, it's just the beginning. The real magic really starts happening when you get into A/B testing.
Okay.
Try different ad copy variations, experiment with different landing page designs. It's all about that refining and optimizing.
So even with a perfectly structured account, there's always room for improvement.
Absolutely. Think of it like fine-tuning an engine.
Okay.
Those little tweaks can make a huge difference in the long run.
So data becomes your best friend at that point.
Exactly. You analyze what's working, you ditch what's not, and you keep iterating.
So it's that constant optimization that separates those really good campaigns from the great ones.
100%.
I love it. Well, there you have it, folks. We've journeyed to the depths of Google AdWords. And I think we emerged armed with some serious knowledge here.
I agree.
Now go forth and create some truly amazing campaigns.